Hi there, my name is Arctic, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to do the all secret speedrun for Doom. Now, if you have not done the 80% route, don't worry, I'll try to explain as much as I possibly can about all the glitches and tricks that we do in this run. And if you are coming here from the 80% stuff, then don't worry. The only thing that's changed really is just the routing. There are no other glitches or tricks, there's just a few different out of bounds things. And also, we're using rail boosts in a different way. So anyway, also, if you have not played this game casually, I definitely recommend you do that before you actually go into the speedrun. Because one, it's a really, really fun game. I highly recommend you just play through it and have a blast. And then also, it'll help you a lot later on. You'll understand where everything is. You'll understand what we're skipping and just how much we're actually skipping. So definitely recommend that. Anyway, so to start everyone off, the rules for this game is, of course, starting on a new slot. For any percent and all secrets, we do it on easy. So we do have like meme categories for like Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. They're not really great because there's no new route for that. But if you want to do another route, there's also New Game Plus, which uses your completed game slot. But anyway, back with this stuff. Once you start a new slot, don't start the campaign first, because make sure you have a couple things unchecked. I usually keep these things unchecked just because I don't want to switch, and also absolutely have tutorials changed. Now, the last thing you want to make sure is also changed is, if you've never played this game before, or at least never even noticed this, go to your advanced settings, change your graphics API to Vulkan, or else you will probably not be able to do most of the rail boost in this game. You need 200 FPS to do these rail boosts and a couple other glitches, so it's just kind of recommended to do that. Also, as you notice, I have everything on low. I do recommend that as well, and also resolution scale down to 50%. Now, you can go lower if you need to with our speedrun tool that Instagibbs has made. He also is the one who made the auto splitter and also the load remover, so big shout outs to him. I'll also probably be linking his channel down in the description, because he does a lot of really like precise explanations on how to do some certain glitches that I would not be able to do at all. Anyway, so once you have all this stuff done, start the campaign at I'm Too Young to Die, and we're set. So the first level is really nothing too bad. There's a couple things you need to be aware of. Just the three collected items, which will be, there are two Doom Guide dolls and then one classic level. So to get there first, you have to go through this tutorial area. Some people in their splits will actually have this different from the UAC, as it's called Waking Up, or just tutorial. You can do that if you want. I don't do that. It's not really necessary at all, really. But if you want it, sure. Anyway, right when you start this room, you definitely want to going to right when you grab the pistol, swing your mouse to the right, then left, then quickly to the right, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Like that, and also keep on shooting your weapon right after you kill all three of those guys, because you're going to be skipping a animation that, like, you're looking at your gun in more detail. So you don't want to do that, of course. That's not fast before you have to hit the button. So just like do what I just did. So shoot, swap, shoot, and then keep on shooting until this button is allowing you to click it. Then go into this room when you can, and just click E on the armor, and that's the first part. Nothing too bad at all. I mean, like, there's nothing really strats for that besides just the one quick way. But the next area, though, is going to be the first big glitch. So if you were wondering about glory kill skips, if you've heard about that, that's going to be pretty much the first thing you do when it comes to big glitches. What glory kill skips are, you're using the zombies hitbox, which is the back of them, and you're going into these glory kill animations where, like, you basically just rip them apart, you break their arm and smash their head in with it. They're really cool things, but for the zombies, if you're behind them, you have a very specific glory kill animation that you get, which will put you behind them. And that is, like, it puts you behind them just enough where if they're right next to a wall or on a staircase, you'll go right through it. So we're going to be using that a lot in this run.
I think we can work together and resolve this problem
So
in a way that
once Samuel Hayden's done talking, we're just going to go right in this room. There's going to be one zombie right here. I just usually shoot him in the head. Well, I usually do, unless I'm really unlucky like that. And then I'll also spam E right when I jump up to the shotgun, just to make sure I actually get it. And then, of course, click E right after you get the shotgun. It's just faster. It makes sure that you actually get the shotgun when you go up there. Then I just kill the imp and shoot that barrel. That barrel can sometimes kill everything in the room. If it does, just reset. It's not really that worth it to just reload checkpoint. Actually, I think I only have one left. Interesting. But yeah, that barrel either spawn right there or right here. It doesn't really matter. Just shoot it and hope for the best. Some people actually like to move all the way over here then shoot it, because sometimes it only kills the back row zombies, but I just say screw it, 'cause I actually don't really like having a lot of zombies in here before I do the glory kill skip. So what I'll do is go up to the back of this wall, shoot the guy in the back, and right when his back moves to the door, click F, and you'll get stuck in here. Do not move when you're like this. Do not move forward. If you're like this, go backwards and you're going to go right out. If you move forward, you're going to be right back in the room and you're going to get stuck. But now that we're in this room, we cannot actually get into the elevator right here. So we have another strat to get in a little easier. So this is going to be kind of hard to explain. I believe there's other tutorials out there that go in better detail. There's also like a bunch of ways people do this, but I'm going to show you all my way if you guys can even see this. So you may have to like get really close to your monitor to see this, but if you'll see this line right there, that I'm like it's like right above my crosshair, right there. There's a line right there. What I'll do is I'll move a little bit closer to it until like basically the line, when it's in the reticle, the line is crossing right diagonal, kind of at a angle, but it's in the middle of the circle, in the middle of the reticle. That's kind of where I usually set up, and then I just kind of turn around over here, and you see that little blue area right there? Look a little bit to that area. So I actually don't think I got this, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. So this is what I usually use. It sometimes does not work, so I just kind of readjust a little bit, where it's basically right in. Like I said, it's really, really hard to look at this. I also can say that, like, if you look at the, like right before this line kind of curves into this line, like just a little bit underneath, I've heard that helps too. But once you actually get it, once you figure that you're lined up with this, just look at that blue area and just keep on moving your cursor until you see an E. So I'm gonna see if I can get this. It takes a few tries. I've had it just work randomly sometimes. Yeah, like that. So this will happen right when it says E, and right when you're moving over here, don't like go fast or you won't see it really. It'll just like pop up for a second sometimes, but just like very, very slowly angle until you see it. Right when you see it, press E, and then you're into the elevator. That's all it is. So there you go. You got the first part of the game done. Congratulations. Now the fun part. So the next area I kind of have a problem with. I'm not exactly a big fan of it, just because, well, I personally use a different setup than the one I'm about to show you all. I'm going to show you all my way of doing it, and then also everyone else's way. My way is the old way. Well, it was my way when I rerouted this run. Back in December, I redid everything in this run. TFC, or the Fun Cannon, originally made this run happen. But anyway, if you know a little bit about any percent, you've probably heard the term pebble percent or pebble, and that's this. So there is a rail boost, and you need 200 FPS to do this. But if you go up here and see that dark patch right there, move up a little bit to where you see these three rocks. This one, and this one. This is very, very precise. Move to the middle one, crouch down until you're on this line, and then you'll find these two little markers right there. Aim in the middle of it. Like, this is very precise, like I said. So aim in the middle of it. Crouch up, and you're gonna want to look at this one, this little pebble area. So I usually look to the right. Some people look right above it. I usually look here because it seems like it's more efficient. But right when you're like this, jump at it, and then right when you can, look back. Now, I don't think I got this correctly, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think I got it, but I'm going to try this. Okay, so this is why I don't do this, because, okay, actually the game crashed. Yeah, that's actually great. I can explain this in the beginning. So this game crashes a lot, and I mean a lot. So be prepared for that. This game does not like speedrunners. In fact, there you go. This game does not like speedrunners at all. Anyway, I'm actually kind of glad that showed up now, because that's kind of annoying that it happens, but it's something you have to deal with it. But if you're lucky enough, it won't happen a lot. A lot of us runners have ran into it a lot. From what I heard, sometimes it has to do with if you're in a RAID configuration. Sometimes it has to do with if you're on a hard drive, or if it's just, everyone has its own quirk. Sometimes it force closes itself, or sometimes it just freezes. Sometimes it does that weird loading thing on checkpoints. So just bear with it. I will say it's gotten much, much better since the last time it was updated, which was like in January. So it's not going to crash like 100% of the time, but that's just one thing you gotta understand, that it's going to happen to you. So don't worry about it. Anyway, so back to this. If you notice what I was trying to do, I was trying to land in between those two gates that are going to be closed. So I can grab the blue key, unlock that, and then go to where I actually landed. So I'm going to try this one more time. If I don't get it, then just trust me with it, and I wouldn't really do it. Just because, like, sometimes if you're like me, who has I have an i7 and also a GTX 1070, I get 200 FPS no problem, but the higher your frame rate, the farther you're going to go. So, like, this is really, really good for any percent, which gets you all the way over there and ends the level really quickly, but we got things to do. So, anyway, I'm going to line myself up a little bit more, and, okay, that's new. Alright, try this one more time, since that didn't actually kill me. Okay, almost got it. But anyway, so what you're trying to do is, you're trying to hit the pebble right there, and right when you hit it, you're pressing S, so you're slowing yourself down, and then you'll be right behind that gate, and it's faster, but for me, it sucks. So what I usually do is, I go over here, find this rail right here, look at this wall, and jump at the rail until you just fly into it. And that's a rail boost. Now, the way I just did that, if you notice what my key pattern, I jump and move into it. I don't just move and jump. If you move and jump, for some reason that doesn't work usually. But yeah, just jump, move into it. You have to be pretty close to it. And then also when you're over here, that's the collectible. You can just walk around, but there's actually a faster way where there's like a little ramp right here. Or if you just kind of walk into it, you'll sometimes get this. Like that. And it also cancels the observation of the Doom Guy collectible. So that's the first collectible we got. Now we've got the classic level and the other doll. So once you're done with that, unlock the the door, go through here, get a grenade just because it's right there, you might as well, and just walk on this path. Just skip everything else. Don't worry about anything else. I usually like to shoot that thing because I may have like some zombies like spawn right in front of me and stop me. But I also, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Anyway, walk all the way down, just follow my path and get to this, the classic level lever. So every level has one of these levers. I think it's only one per level. I'm pretty sure that's right. You have to hit that, and then you can go in here. Sometimes we'll skip that, and that'll be for later. But yeah, just walk in here. You don't have to do anything but decide just walk in here, and once you see secret has been found, then that's all you need. So I'm hoping that this will work. I've been having some trouble with this. I'm gonna actually do a little trick for the last thing I have to do. So Walk over here, just again, follow my path. I don't really think I have to explain it, like just walking, but anyway. Walk over here, just again, skip things, just don't worry about them at all. I kill those 3 guys just because, and also right when this checkpoint happens, just load checkpoint. Because the reason why I'm doing that is because everything is going to be starting to spawn right in front of you. And 9 times out of 10, the people in front of you are going to spawn, and then the trigger load that actually locks down the entire area will happen. And we do not want that. We used to do the fight here, but it's not necessary at all. Because there's actually a new strat that someone found a couple months ago, which is great. So I usually don't kill anyone. So, but yeah, just don't kill anyone. Just let them be. Get that secret over there. Ledge grab up here, and this is a little bit tricky, but just jump up here. Show this one more time. So yeah, going from there from the secret, ledge grab up here. And actually, I may have the door locked. I can't really tell. I'm hoping not. All right. So once you're up here, go up on top of this thing, and you're aiming for that area right there. So just jump. This is kind of a hard jump. And, okay, yeah, we're still good. Right when you're here, just quickly mash up against the this area. And, yeah, okay, I was slow. So, I waited way too long, and everything started to spawn in, just explaining stuff, so that was my fault. But pretty much what you're supposed to do is jump on this thing and just start mashing up against this fence. And you're gonna just basically skip all these spawns, but I did not. So I'm gonna try that one more time. Hopefully I don't have any more problems with that. I've actually been having problems just in my run with that for some reason, where like even if I do all the things correctly, it just still, everything just spawns in and just, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how the triggers work properly, but I'm gonna do this really quickly. Yeah, so I see the door is green right now, so we're still good. Yeah, we skipped everything, so yeah. So even though those guys spawned in, not enough people spawned in for everything to be like, okay, so now we can lock it down. So what you're pretty much doing is just skipping everything from there. So just follow that path, and right when you get to the end, spam E, because you're gonna skip this visor thing, because you know this takes time. Also, after the run, make sure you check these. If you do not have these question marks being like this orange color, then the run is invalidated, which means that you missed a secret. So I got the doll, secret level, and the classic level, and then the other doll. That's all you need. You don't need the elite guard or any of the challenges or anything like that. You just need the secrets. So if these are good, then you're good. So anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, which will be resource operations, or as I call it, reset ops, which will have a lot more interesting strats to do. But yeah, I will see you all then.